and Sunjin didn't see Minsu. His pride kept him from looking for her. One Saturday morning, Minsu was working at her part-time cafe job. Her supervisor asked her to serve a couple who had been waiting for a while. As Minsu walked over, she realized it was Sunjin on a date with a beautiful woman. She served them, and Sunjin couldn't stop looking at her. He was happy to see her again, but couldn't talk to her in that setting. As Minsu walked away, the woman with Sunjin commented about him being interested in exotic foreigners. Upset, Sunjin told her it wasn't polite to talk about others like that and ended the blind date, telling her to remind her parents to stop setting him up with people he wasn't interested in. As he walked out, Sunjin wished he had a chance to talk to Minsu but decided to leave instead. In the bathroom, Minsu told herself she didn't want to run into Sunjin again, but seeing him with another woman on a date upset her and confirmed to her that she never stood a chance. She resolved to forget him and focus on her studies, not wanting to lose focus because of a guy. That evening, Sunjin couldn't stop thinking about Minsu. Seeing her at the cafe evoked emotions he couldn't explain. He felt bad that she might have gotten the wrong impression of him and decided to go after her and apologize. Meanwhile, Minsu met up with Kim after her job. She told Kim she had quit her job at Tech Bloom because it was too much for her. Kim apologized for not being there for her, and they laughed and chatted. Minsu felt happy to have a friend to share things with, even though she wasn't entirely honest about Sunjin. As they talked, Sunjin's car pulled into the university. He got out, and the girls were shocked to see him. Kim greeted him with a smile, but Sunjin ignored her and walked straight to Minsu, asking if they could talk. Minsu refused, but Sunjin, determined, took her hand and walked away with her. It was the first time Minsu had seen him so serious. Though she wanted to let go of his hand, she couldn't bring herself to do it, and her feelings came rushing back. They got into his car, and Sunjin drove away. Kim, left behind with their classmate, grew upset when the classmate commented on how romantic Sunjin and Minsu looked. Kim angrily dismissed the idea, claiming Sunjin would never date Minsu, and stormed off. In the car, Minsu asked Sunjin where they were going, but he simply told her she would see and kept driving. Sunjin's car stopped at a park. He got out of the car, and Minsu followed him. She asked why he had brought her there, and he looked at her, ready to confess how he felt but unsure where to start. He told her he was sorry for going behind her back to hire her without informing her. Minsu looked at him and asked why he chose to do that, saying he deceived her by making her think that getting the job was purely out of her hard work. Sunjin admitted that he saw her potential and thought she needed the opportunity, adding that he knew she worked multiple jobs just to make ends meet, and he admired her dedication. Minsu realized he did it out of pity. She told him she didn't need his pity, and that she believed in earning things through hard work. Saying this, she walked away. Sunjin realized he had messed up again and was about to lose her once more. The entire reason he was there was to get her back. Realizing what he had done, he ran after her, grabbed both her hands and looked into her eyes, his heart racing. He told her he did it because he wanted her by his side, and not getting the chance to see her or hear her voice made him go crazy. So, he decided to bring her closer to him by giving her the job. Minsu, in disbelief, looked at him, wondering if she was dreaming. Before she could respond, Sunjin confessed that he liked her. He said he had tried to understand his feelings but realized he was deeply and madly in love with her, that he had not stopped thinking about her ever since the day they spent time together. Minsu was speechless, unsure of what to say. Sunjin told her it was okay if she didn't feel the same way, but Minsu cut him off, confessing that she had never stopped thinking about him either. She admitted that when he disappeared, she almost went crazy looking for him, and she liked him too. After confessing their feelings for each other, it was as if a huge weight had been lifted off their shoulders. They both smiled, realizing how they truly felt. They sat down, and Sunjin asked Minsu what the way forward would be, now that they knew how they felt about each other. Minsu was shy to respond, so Sunjin told her he wanted to get to know her more and spend time with her. They both agreed. Sunjin begged her to return to work, admitting that he had made a mistake, but that didn't mean Minsu was any less capable. He assured her she was smart and deserved the opportunity he had given her. Minsu smiled and agreed. They spent hours talking, reminiscing about the past. Finally, being together was something they had both dreamed of. When it was time to leave, Minsu felt awkward, unsure how to say goodbye. As she was about to walk away, Sunjin grabbed her and hugged her. It felt as if the whole world had stopped. Being in his arms was a dream come true for her, something she had always wished for. Sunjin didn't want to let her go. Holding her made him realize how much he had longed for this. After spending a beautiful evening together, they parted ways. That night, Minsu couldn't stop texting Sunjin. He told her she looked beautiful and that holding her in his arms was amazing. Minsu smiled and replied, telling him he was the most attractive guy she had ever met and that she couldn't wait to see him again. Sunjin, unable to stop smiling, asked her out on a proper date the next day. Minsu couldn't stop daydreaming, wondering if she had just gotten herself her first boyfriend. The next day, Minsu was excited to return to work. Sunjin summoned her and her manager to his office. She noticed that Sunjin was different at work, more formal and serious. She understood there was a time for work and a time for personal life. Sunjin told the manager not to scold Minsu, explaining that she was still new and there to gain experience. He asked for patience in teaching her. He also told Minsu to follow her manager's instructions and listen to her. They both agreed, and the meeting ended. Back at her desk, Minsu couldn't stop thinking about how handsome Sunjin looked. While lost in thought, she received a text from him saying she looked beautiful and that he couldn't wait to see her later that evening. Minsu blushed. That evening, Minsu decided to visit Kim, knowing she needed to explain why she had left with Sunjin the previous night. Minsu apologized, but Kim, who seemed upset, asked her about her relationship with Sunjin. Minsu admitted she had known him before and that he was the same guy she had been searching for. Kim, even more upset, asked why Minsu hadn't told her sooner. Minsu explained she didn't want to hurt her. Kim, almost in tears, asked her again about her relationship with Sunjin. Minsu, unable to avoid the truth, told her they were getting to know each other. Hurt, Kim told Minsu to leave her room, saying she needed time alone. Not wanting to make things worse,